take your hands off her.
Look, I'm sorry,
Does
Sophia.
this give you a little more insight to your little friend, Mother?
Kelly, and I think you and I need to have a talk. Let's go for a drive right now.
You stay here. I'll go for a drive. I need to get out for a while.
Could you please meet me at the house, lady? Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he'll be there. He wouldn't want to give up his pool privileges.
You listen to me, you little...
Please, that really is enough. Don't you ever talk like that to him again.
Yeah, look, I need to know why I was turned down for the manager's job, Mr. Miller.
The fact is, you were the front runner for the position. But there was a problem with one of your references, the oil company.
Okay, well, could you tell me who you spoke with there?
Yeah, the fellow in personnel.
You mean Roger Page? Well, was he the one who gave me the bad reference?
Well, I spoke to him first.
Now, he said you had a lot of personal problems that interfered with your work. But I didn't want to accept that. I insisted that I talk directly to your boss.
Wait, I never had a boss I reported directly to. I mean, there was my mother, Pamela Conrad, who, no doubt informed you with great regret that her son was basically a good lad but hadn't quite got his act together, yes?
I'm really sorry, Jeffrey. I really am. But we have to go by the record.
Yeah, no, that's okay, Mr. Miller. Look, I thank you for being so open. I appreciate your time. Goodbye.
All I want is a straightforward answer to a very simple question. What did you and СиСи do with Hal Clark's body after you offed him?
I really have nothing to say to you.
All right, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to use my brilliant deductive powers here. You don't want to talk, so you just blink your eyes rapidly if I hit upon the right scenario, okay? Let's say you and СиСi dumped the old working stiff into the trunk of your Rolls and deposit him into a bog someplace in a lower income neighborhood like my own. No, okay, well, let's try this. How about, cement overshoes, mafia style, and you committed him to the deep? You know, you haven't blinked once. That's amazing. How do you do that? Okay, I didn't want to bring this up, but how about you chopped Hal Clark's body into little pieces and stuffed it down a disposal?
Keith, will you stop it? That's gruesome.
Listen, you know something? I have all the pieces. I'm gonna figure this out. So if you don't want to keep coming down here, why don't you just talk, okay?
Right. I'll tell you. I will tell you everything.
Well, I appreciate your stopping by, Mr. C. I got something I need to check out with you.
Never needed an excuse to see the two of you. Give me a kiss.
No, you don't need an excuse. Cruz didn't tell me you were coming.
What is so mysterious? Come on, what's it about?
Well, I'm sure it's probably about the wedding or about the security operations at the Capitol Hotel.
Actually, it's about neither of those things, although I wish it were.
Oh,
well, I'm sorry, Eden, but I need to, I want to help avoid a potentially ugly situation.
All right, my boy. Obviously, it's about me, so why don't you tell me what you're talking about?
Mr. C, I need to know everything you can tell me about Mr. Hal Clark.
Did you come over here to fight with him?
No.
When you taunt him about being a kept man, just what do you think you're saying about me?
Mother, I didn't mean for it to sound that way. I think you are a wonderful, beautiful woman. I don't think TJ deserves you.
I thank you for the compliment, Kelly. This isn't the first time you've made comments about him. You have to realize I have to make choices for myself.
I just want so much for you and Daddy to be together, Mother.
I don't have that choice anymore, Kelly. And there's nothing I want more than to make you happy and Eden and Ted. But this is just one of those times when I can't make it happen. And I can't keep looking at what should be. I have got to live from day to day, Kelly. It's the only way I can survive.
Well, what do you want, Mom?
I want you to accept TJ as someone I care about and be civil to him.
Well, I'll try. But it's very hard for me not to blame him. And I know I'm not being fair to you, and I know I'm not being fair to Daddy. I love you both. And I know that I've been making it harder for you, and I'm sorry, Mother. Forgive me.
Here, get it all down, okay?
Me?
Honey, it's just like riding a bike. You don't forget, all right? Get to it. Now, about Hal Clark.
I never really intended to betray my husband. But I'd never met anyone quite like Hal before. He was sweet, sensitive. Everything that СиСи wasn't. He was gentle. Poor Hal.
Poor Hal, did you get that?
I was ready to leave СиСi. The moment came, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't, I guess, give up everything that I was used to having. For something so unknown, and I guess I was just a coward. I threw away the best thing that ever happened to me for nothing. And by that time, it was too late for Hal and me.
Too late.
Hal was gone.
You mean gone like dead?
He walked away from me that night. I tried to tell him it was over. And I never saw him again. You know, I thought he'd gone away to some new city to start fresh and everything. And now you're trying to tell me something terrible has happened to him.
Where was СиСи during this sad farewell?
Probably somewhere in Sofia's arms. The woman had him bewitched.
Well, personally, I'm bothered and bewildered. I thought you were going to tell me how you and СиСi killed Hal Clark and what you did with the body.
Well, I've told you everything I know. Am I free to go now?
No, I got one more question for you. What was СиСi referring to when he said, my God, the same thing is happening all over again after he hit TJ Daniels and knocked him unconscious? Huh?
Well, I really don't know. Why don't you ask him that yourself? I've got writer's cramp. Now what do we do?
I guess a systematic search, starting with the Capitol Mansion.
You don't really think СиСi killed Hal, then stashed the body in his precious house and left it there for 30 years, do
Not
you?
in the kitchen, I'd say maybe the cellar.
The wine cellar?
Yeah, darling, where we first fell in love, where you and I bugged СиСi's phone.
We weren't calling it love then. I think we might have only been a few feet away from a corpse. Come on, СиСi'd be crazy to use the house.
Oh, no. We'll never know if we don't take a look. Come on. Get out of my dreams and into my car. Let's take a little sentimental here.
Keith? Keith?
Oh, don't tell me. Timmons has gotten to you, too?
Well, nobody got to me. I asked you about Hal Clark because his nephew Scott has asked me to take on the case, and I'm trying to decide whether or not I should.
No, it's a case instead of the ravings of our lunatic DA trying to discredit the Capitol name any way he can. Look, there is nobody. There is no evidence of foul play. Nothing has come up in 30 years, and I am all of a sudden a murder suspect.
Well, in Timmons' mind, you apparently are. And this investigation, regardless of how it started, it has a life of its own now. Since it came out that Pamela had an affair with the man shortly before he disappeared.
An extramarital affair doesn't, by definition, include murder, does it?
Of course not, but that doesn't tell us where Keith is coming from.
You mean what you're saying, am I involved in this whole thing? That's what you think he's coming from? Well, let me tell you, I am not involved in any shape or form.
Wait a second, Mr. C. I am on your side.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cruz. You're, trying to do me a favor, and I'm giving you a hard time. Of course, I'll tell you all I know. Pamela had an affair with, Hal Clark while we were married. I didn't find out about it until after it was all over. Pamela and I had already split up. Not because of the affair. I mean, we'd had serious problems before that, and then I was already going with Sophia. I heard Hal had left town. That's all. That's the last time I'd ever heard from Hal.
Okay, so you never had any direct confrontation with the guy.
Because he just told you that he didn't.
Sweetheart, it's all right. It's all right. He's just trying to help, and I appreciate it. No, I never had any confrontation with Hal.
Well, that's all for now. I don't have any questions, time being, beyond that.
You have any more, you call me.
I'll let you know if I decide to take the case.
Yeah. I love you, sweetheart. I'll see you.
Bye, Danny. I love you too.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Take care of yourself.
You do believe him, don't you? I appreciate it so much. Kane! Well, this is a nice surprise. Look, thank you for coming.
Okay, I'll get back to you.
All right, great.
Hi. Nice flowers.
Well, come on in.
No, maybe it's not a good time. I'll call you later.
Look, Garver, don't give me any more trouble, all right? Just button it and come in, please. You know, I was kind of hoping I would never see that look on your face again. Are you ever going to be able to just trust me?
You're right. I'm sorry. Old habits die hard.
Are those for me?
Yeah. I came to make peace and to apologize again for smashing that sculpture of Harry.
Oh, all is forgiven. Thank you. They're beautiful. Listen, if you're wondering who that man was, he's with the Forest Service. He's coordinating the search for Richard's body. Kane, he just told me that there's a very good chance Richard is still alive. I hope so. He's the only one who's going to be able to answer my questions. The signature of a cold-blooded killer.
That's how I used to sign my name. I thought it was cool.
Kane? Kane, are you listening?
What? I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Nothing really important. Just that if Richard is alive, I'll never let him get away again. One way or another, I am going to make him tell me who killed my father.
That's Dad's favorite kind, too. You know the sports car I saw you tooling around with this morning? Hey, it's probably one of my dad's favorite cars.
Mine's in the shop for repairs. Your mom said I could borrow it.
And I don't think you're gonna be able to fit in his shoes. Different sizes.
I don't intend to try.
Do you even realize that if you and my mother stay together and get married someday, that you'd be my stepfather? Think about it. You and I going to ball games together, going fishing. I'd come to you if I needed some advice. And of course, Dad would be so busy, trying to churn out enough money for 2 households. His and yours and my mother's.
I think I get the picture, Ted.
And Iden and Kelly, they always need a father to lean on. And if СиСи is too busy, like when Eden's getting married, well, we would have to postpone the wedding. You could walk her down the aisle and give her away. It's always something to ponder, isn't it?
You feel better now?
Not much.
I didn't think so. To Sophia, a great lady.
So, do I get to be a part of the search for your father's killer this time? You are not making any sense. You have a goal. I can help you achieve it. Why won't you let me?
Look, you agreed to back off. Why are you pushing me like this again?
I gave you my reasons. You have never given me any of yours.
Look, Kane, to you, my father is just a name. He's just a face in an old photograph. You didn't know him. You didn't know what kind of a man he was. You didn't know what a tragedy it was for me to lose him. Avenging his murder means nothing to you. You'd be doing it for me, and that is not enough.
I don't understand that. It means something to you, therefore it means something to me. Isn't doing something out of love the best way?
The bullet that killed my father destroyed a part of my life as well. The only way that I'm going to be able to reclaim that is to find the killer. To be able to come face to face with him. To look him in the eye before I... Look, it's between that person and myself. That's it. Nobody else. It's about putting my past to rest. You're a part of my future. They're two totally different worlds.
They're only that way if you make them that way.
Look, damn it, what do you want from me?
What are you going to do when you find this person?
If you agree to handle this investigation for Scott, you're much as admitting that you're doubting my father's word.
Wait, hold on a second. Whether or not your father is involved, there is a case here. A man disappeared.
30 years ago.
Well, there's new evidence. Pamela was connected to the guy.
Why does everything bad happen with Pamela? You know, I hate that woman. Why does my father have to be hounded for something that she did maybe 30 years ago?
Eden, if I knew for sure that Keith was bluffing, I would let this go, but I don't know for sure. He's obviously acting extremely cocky. Maybe he really has something.
You mean has something on my father?
Well, that's what he's claiming.
And you believe that? That's ridiculous. Why isn't everybody running after Pamela, accusing her?
Baby, if I take this case, if I say yes to Scott, it will be to have a vantage point from which I can keep an eye on Keith, who would be, by the way, only too happy to have me stay out of it. Now, his involvement worries me. It should worry you, too.
I made Timmons and Gina feel like they were getting an absolute scoop. Of course, I told them nothing. It's quite an acting job. Although part of it wasn't acting. I still feel just terrible about Hal.
Yes, well, you'll have a chance to do penance at the trial.
Trial? СиСи, you're not giving up on us.
I'm simply adjusting to a new reality. It seems like Scott Clark wants to hire Cruise privately to get at the real truth. I wouldn't blame him. I would hire Cruise to dig up the facts if I could. Either way, it seems that our odds in our favor have dramatically declined. I mean, Timmons, you can mislead, you can buy him off, you can intimidate him, but Cruise, that is another human being.
But I should think that would be good news. Cruise is marrying your daughter, even if he does come up with some damaging evidence. He's not going to turn his own father-in-law in.
Pamela, you are not even thinking. We're talking about murder here. If he finds out how Hal was killed, in his anguish, he's still going to turn us in.
СиСи, you're scaring me.
Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want him to do differently. I really wouldn't. Because I wouldn't want my family living under the same kind of secret that I lived under for 30 years. I'd rather have myself locked up than have them go through that.
I know, Mama. I mean, what right do I have to judge people and tell them how to live their lives? I mean, I hate it when they do it to me. And how many times have I asked Daddy to respect my decisions, and if he didn't, he'd lose me. And I don't pay him that respect, and I don't pay you the respect, and I don't do it to Jeffrey either. I guess I just want you all to live up to my expectations.
Baby, you're dumping on yourself right now. That's not going to solve anything.
Well, Mother, I think I keep dumping everything on everybody else so I don't have to face up to my own behavior. I mean, look at what I put Jeffrey through because of his mother.
You have done everything you can to please that woman. You cut your honeymoon short. You moved in with her to make her happy.
Yes, but I never let him forget how much I resented him for that. How do you think that made him feel?
Well, how do you feel when you know that his mother is trying to break up your marriage all the time? You're not giving yourself enough credit.
Mother, what Pamela does to me doesn't justify my taking it out on my husband.
Your husband has the loveliest, most loving wife that any man could ever ask for. This is what I think your problem is, that you don't think you deserve happiness when people around you aren't happy. Your father and I have problems, but they're our problems. You can't solve them. We have to. It's our business, Kelly. Jeffrey is your business.
I don't even know where he is right now.
Well, baby, you go and find him. And forget about us, and forget about Pamela, and forget about everything except the man you love. That's where you should be right now.
Well, I could be saying the same to you about Daddy, Mom.
Now, see, this is just what I've tried to say. Have you not listened to anything I've said? Kelly, I don't know if your father and I have a chance anymore. But you and Jeffrey do. Go to him, Kelly. Don't analyze it. Don't think about it. Just go to him.
Thanks, Mom.
If we get caught,
Keith.
We're not gonna get caught. If we do, I can always reach in my pocket and get my all-purpose search warrant, which is very good on all occasions. It's one of the perks of being a DA.
You didn't bring it, did you?
Who cares? I checked the place out. Nobody's home. Oh, my God. The wine cellar.
Hi.
Hi.
So, how'd everything go with Kelly?
It went okay. It really did, and I am sorry that she spoke to you that way.
Look, I lost my cool. I mean, she got to me, but it was no excuse.
No, it really wasn't. And no matter how she behaves, you have to realize something, that she's very fragile right now. Just try to stay away from her if you can, okay?
I will. I mean, I promise, Sophia, I'll do everything I can to make it easier on you. I know the kids are upset because you and СиСи have split up. And I'll do my best to stay away from them as much as possible. I know it's tough for you to be in the middle like this.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't want to be.
Oh, this came for you by messenger.
Aha. Oh, that's nice. Looks like my company has made quite a little profit this quarter.
Oh, yeah, was that Capital Enterprises?
No, it's owned and run. It's run, actually, now by Capital. It's Armonte Industries. It's the company that I own, and I owned when I married СиСi. And I really miss being on the board. It's quite a remarkable little company.
Mind if I take a look?
No, not at all.
Wow. Did you ever, think about regaining control of this?
No, I really haven't thought about it.
Well, I think you should. Matter of fact, it'd be real smart of you if you did.
It's like Halloween. It's like we're walking around waiting for Hal Clark's ghost to come out and say, boo!
I'd settle for his bones.
This is a waste of time. There's no body buried down here. Take my word for it.
Down here, do you mind if we just look around? You look that way, I'll look this way.
No, wait. I don't want to separate.
Honey, I'm just gonna be a few steps away. If anything happens, you can whistle. Do you know how to whistle?
Yeah, you just put your...
You just put your lip together.
Okay.
Later.
No, you get a grip on me. I don't want to do this alone anymore.
All right. Listen.
What?
If we find Hal's bones, we'll break open a bottle of СиСi's best and we'll celebrate.
You part ghoul, Keith. You know that?
All of my dreams, I love you.
Ted, please.
What do you want?
Well, I just saw you sitting there. It reminded me of Mason. And I just had a warm feeling about you. I just wanted to tell you that.
Okay.
You are my son's brother. Yet we don't know each other at all. I hear such wonderful things about you from your father. You know, he loves you very much. I just know it would make him very happy if we could become friends. Do you think that's possible? For your sake?
No, it's not. I don't like you, Pamela. And you know what? I don't think my father does either. Excuse me.
Mrs. Conrad?
Yes.
The maitre d' pointed you out to me. I'm George Miller. We spoke on the phone about your son.
Yes, I know who you are.
I'm sure you must realize that I must have stumbled into a family feud. And I'd like to extricate myself before I get in any deeper.
Yes, but I really don't think you should have called and talked to my daughter-in-law.
When someone's career is at stake, I believe they have a right to know what others are saying about them. Your son Jeffrey also called me today.
Well, what did you tell him?
The truth, that I couldn't hire him based on your recommendation.
I can't believe you told him that.
I had no other choice.
You idiot!
Well, what's going on up there? Well, no, I was hoping you'd be able to tell me more about what's going on with Richard. Yeah, Hamilton told me that a while ago. No, I'm not worried about my suspension. I just want to know if the man is dead or alive. Right, well, thank you anyway.
Nothing, huh?
What if they don't find him?
Then you go another route.
Yeah, maybe this one. Let's see.
Well, while you're waiting for information on Richard, I could sure use your expertise in dealing with this Capitol Country Club plan.
Look, Kane, you know I'm already doing everything I can with...
I know, but actually we're trying to stop the whole thing before it even gets started. We're thinking about hiring a lawyer.
Good. We'll definitely do that. That's a good move.
Do you have any other ideas?
Look, you know where my head is at right now.
Oh, I know. Well, just while you're waiting for news, I thought you might want to put your mind to good use.
No, I wouldn't be able to focus on anything else.
Well, focused or unfocused, you have more expertise than any of us.
You really enjoy making me feel guilty about this, don't you?
Well.
All right. What do you want me to do?
Would you talk to Pamela Conrad for me? I've set up a meeting with her upstairs at the Orient Express, and, well, actually, in just a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Well, I need you to cover for me, because I can't make it. There's this hotel security problem that's come up, and actually, if I could just stay here and use your phone to deal with it, I'd really appreciate it.
Of course you can.
So you'll...
Yeah, I'll go. I'll
go right up?
see you later, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. How you doing?
Well, I'm still doing my same old juggling act, trying to keep too much up in the air, keep getting hit in the head.
Ouch.
Well, I must have a hard head because I keep coming back for more.
You must think it's worth it.
I don't know, I think Andrea's worth it. I don't know what she thinks. Was she always this bullheaded when you were in school together?
Yes. We used to lock horns regularly, but everything worked out fine. It really did.
Well, we can work everything out. Can I grab something?
No, I can't.
She's just going through a rough time right now. It can't be easy for her trying to make this adjustment into real life after all these years of being an agent.
Well, it's like being in the war, like you were. You had to make an adjustment, but you did it.
Yeah, it took a long time to make that adjustment. I almost didn't do it.
Kane, I don't think Andrea's going to have that hard of a time. After all, she's got you.
I don't think I've been that big a help. But you're right. There's a process you have to go through, and it's slow, and the people around you have to be patient. I just don't think I've been too patient. It's not really my strong suit. I've got to learn. I've got to learn, so otherwise I'm going to lose her.
I think you will do whatever it takes. And personally, I think you two are really great together.
Thanks. I guess you two didn't have to go through this stage. I mean, you didn't meet Kruz until after he was out of the business.
No. Actually, when we met, it was in Europe, and he was still an agent.
Did he have a difficult time making the transition when he decided to leave?
Well, I wasn't around for most of that time, but he did tell me about it. I know it was difficult for him, as well as his decision to leave.
Why did he leave?
I think it was an ethical choice. Some of the missions he had to participate in really bothered him.
Does he ever talk about them?
No, not in any detail. All I know is that some of the things that they made him do, he wasn't very proud of.
Cruz, are you?
Andrea. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you.
Well, yeah, I noticed. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I just was having a meeting with an old friend of mine from the department. I was trying to catch up on what's been going on down there.
You miss it? Miss being a cop?
Parts of it. Don't do something for that long without... Well, you know.
I know. I have some news for you.
What's that?
Richard may be alive. They think that there is a good possibility that he survived the jump from the plane.
Oh, be damned. Why am I not surprised? Well, you must feel pretty good about that, right? That gives you one more chance to find out what he knows.
I have been going out of my head waiting to hear from these guys. I mean, it's all I think about. Here I've been putting my life on hold, you know, thinking that I had years of searching ahead of me. But if it's true, and he's alive, well, then this whole thing could be over very, very soon.
You waiting for Kane?
No. No, actually, I had a meeting with Pamela Conrad about the wildlife area she's trying to turn into a country club, but she's not here. Which is kind of funny because the maitre d' just told me that she was here with СиСи Capital not too long ago. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just, I gotta get going. Listen, it was good seeing you. I hope you get what you're looking for. See you.
Jeffrey, where are you?
You've given me your opinion of TJ before, Kelly, several times. I still have to make my own choices. I'm asking you to accept TJ as someone I care about.
Please try to see my side of it, Kelly. I had no idea that Pamela was involved in the country club. Can't you understand? You're asking me to give up a dream that I've had for years.
You try to force people to do what you thought was best for them. You can't help
giving me your opinion of TJ before.
Please try to see my side of it, Kelly. I had no idea that Pamela was involved before.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you. Hey, you okay? You look a little pale.
No, I'm fine.
Listen, baby, I spoke
here.
with Mr. Miller at the recording company today.
Jeffrey, just hold me. Just come here. Hold me.
Hey, something is wrong, huh?
No. No, it's just, this feels so right now. And baby, this is what matters. You know, it's just you holding me. Nothing else counts. I mean, just you and me together.
Okay.
Just hold me.
Here, I got runs in my stocking. I got dirt under my fingernails. I'm grimy all over. Are you happy? Are you satisfied?
No, I'm not happy, and I'm not satisfied because we did not find what we came here to find. And nobody told you to come on a body hunt looking like Nancy Reagan.
Oh, so now you're going to criticize the way I dress?
I'm not criticizing the way you're dressing. Nancy Reagan is on the best dress list. What the hell am I doing? Why am I defending Nancy Reagan's cause?
I have no idea. You're the one that started it. Now, can we please get out of here and go home?
Yes, yeah, I would love to get out of here and go home. Because if I have to listen to you whine for one more minute, there is going to be a body buried in this cellar.
Don't you threaten me. Every time one of your lame brain ideas goes astray, I'm the one that has to take the flak. No. Are you all right?
No.
Are you okay?
I think I broke something.
What?
You
are such a maniac.
Why do you keep screaming?
Because I felt something run up my leg. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I still don't. Can we go? Let's go. What's that?
What?
That.
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing? It looks like a little jewelry box.
It's my like a pills. It's my pill
This is
box.
what pills? What pills?
What do you want to talk about pills for? I thought you wanted to get out of here.
I do.
Give me that.
It's a wedding ring. What on earth are you doing with a wedding ring?
It's for my work.
How do you use it in your work?
To make women comfortable, I put it on so that they don't feel intimidated when I'm questioning them. It works for hundreds of women, made them very comfortable. So.
Oh, come on, Keith. Everybody knows you hit on every woman that walks through the door. How is this ring going to make them comfortable, husband or no husband, married or not married?
People change, you know.
Now, people do, but you don't.
Your confidence in me really inspires me, darling. Now, can we get out of here?
Oh, wait a minute. Keith, this wedding ring is too small for your hands. This is a lady's wedding ring.
You want me to sit here in this dungeon and talk about the size of my fingers? I have bigger bones to pick.
Mr. Capwell? I'm Henry Barnes.
Mr. Barnes, how are you?
I'm very fine, thank you very much. Your wife will be back in just a few moments.
My wife?
What a charming woman. Shall we sit down? As I was saying to Mrs. Capwell, I am really looking forward to photographing your daughter's wedding.
You're the photographer for Eden now. Nice to see you.
I cannot wait to meet the young bride. If she is half as beautiful as her mother, it's just going to be a marvelous occasion. Oh, well, I recognize Mr. Capwell, and we've just been sitting here chatting about the great event.
Have you?
You know, I'm really glad to be able to talk to you two together. Now, I'm going to tell you something that I don't often admit to people. I enjoy photographing the parents of the bride more than I enjoy photographing the young couple themselves.
Really? And why is that, Mr. Barnes?
Well, they seem to have a special glow about them. It's as if they fell in love all over again on that day.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere. Look, I have something to tell you. It's important. I found out today, which you've known all along, that my mother has been rigging it so that I wouldn't get another job. You know, I just didn't want to know it, but I do now.
What are you going to do?
What, I'm going to confront her.
Baby, why?
Why? Because she can't get away with this. I mean, I don't have to tell you that.
What if we just didn't do anything about it? What if we just let it go?
No, baby, no.
Jeffrey, you know, we spend so much of our precious time fighting with people and creating these bad feelings. Why don't we just take a trip somewhere, you and me? Okay, or hide out here, I don't care. It's just when we're together and we're alone, everything is wonderful. Don't answer it.
Hey, baby, it might be important.
I don't care. Nothing is more important than you and me right now. Okay, and anyway, whoever it is, they're going to come in here and they start taking over.
Who? Who's going to start taking over?
You know who I'm talking about. And everybody in our lives, they seem to they have all this power over us, the people we love. Just leave it alone, okay?
Look, babe, I just want to get rid of whoever's there so I can talk to you without the damn bell ringing.
Jeffrey,
I'll be back.
Jeffrey, darling, I'm so glad I found you here. I have something I have to tell you.
No, Mother. I have something to tell you.
Well, that means he made a safe landing. He's alive. That's incredible. Look, you will let me know the minute you spot him. Yes, I will be waiting. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hi.
Hi.
How'd the meeting with Pamela go?
We didn't. She wasn't there. Something must have come up.
Oh, that's too bad. Everything okay?
Yeah, everything is fine. Just fine.
Hi.
Hi.
Kane came by to see you, but he had to leave.
Well, I'll catch up with him later. Listen, we have to talk.
Sounds serious.
It is. I just had lunch with Jack Spolin. He's an old friend of mine from the department, and he laid it out pretty clear. Keith is making a big production out of this investigation into Hal Clark's disappearance. He's been requesting all sorts of old records and acting like he's on to something really big.
Did Jack mention my father's name?
No.
I guess Timmons is being closed-mouthed about the direction the investigation is actually headed, except, of course, for bragging to me about it. And, Eden, I just don't think I can afford to walk away from this. I'm going to have to get involved. I mean, that way, if Timmons is going to try to twist the truth and hang something on your father, at least somebody from the family will be in a position to see it coming.
Does this deal also protect Pamela?
Well, I suppose it's possible she'll benefit from my intervention, but I'm not really interested in what happens to her one way or the other.
Well, then I think you should take the case. On one condition.
What's that?
That whoever this involves, or wherever this takes you, that it won't interfere with our wedding.
Yeah, well, history notwithstanding, nothing is going to get in the way of our wedding. I guarantee you that.
Guarantee me?
I guarantee you that.
Listen, darling, I know why you're upset with me. Believe me, it is all a terrible misunderstanding.
No. The misunderstanding was all on my part. You know, I trusted you because I found it inconceivable that a mother could deliberately try and hurt her own son.
I didn't. You know, I would do anything in the world for you.
Yes, except tell me the truth. You've lied to me constantly.
Now, darling, other people are trying to make you believe that.
Stop. Don't do that, okay? At least have enough respect for me to be truthful with me now. Don't try and lie your way out of this one as well.
I think we need to be alone now.
Yeah, I'm going to go upstairs for a little bit.
No, wait, you belong here. Anything she has to say, she says in front of both of us now. Okay, look, Mother, I know why you wanted to go, because you think you can wear me down, I'll give in to you again. Well, that's not gonna happen this time. No more is that gonna happen.
Jeffrey, you make me sound like an absolute monster. Oh, my son, darling, I love you.
Wait, what do you mean by love, Mother? To manipulate me, to own me? Is that your idea of love?
No.
Because that is your idea of love. I don't want anything to do with it or you
Jeffrey,
anymore.
please, don't say that. You stop it, both.
Are you okay? What? Kelly.
Oh, dear. Oh.
Hormones, better bodies through chemistry, or is it a dangerous biological time